how our smart tabs perform on a boat. Now, let's take a look at why they work better than any other trim tab or foil on the market, even higher priced electronically controlled tabs. The most common complaints we hear from small and medium-sized boat owners are excessive bow rise on takeoff, getting on plane quickly, and porpoising. These challenges limit the maximum performance from your boat as well as your overall enjoyment. Let's take a look at each of these more closely. Your boat has an access point, or the point at which it pivots in the water. The ideal access point is midship. As the stern weight increases, the access point shifts towards the stern. The more stern weight, the farther back the access point and the higher the bow rise. Add in the thrust of your motor and you lengthen the amount of time it will take to get on plane. The key is in balancing your boat without compromising performance. So how do smart tabs balance the hull without sacrificing performance? Smart tabs create extra stern lift intuitively. They increase the running surface and adjust the hull design to compensate for changes in sea conditions, weight, and speed on a continuous basis. It's an active system. At slower speeds, smart tabs are fully deployed, offering the greatest amount of lift. As your boat accelerates, the tabs automatically adjust angle and retract in direct relationship to the forces on them created by the water pressure and sea conditions. There are some experts who feel that to plane quicker requires more horsepower. This is a myth. To get on plane requires hull balance, not throwing more horsepower at it. Without smart tabs, typical bow rise will be about 15 to 17 degrees, regardless of the motor's horsepower. You see, during acceleration, your motor is working to push the boat uphill in order to get on plane. The acceleration is slow and forces the motor to labor. With smart tabs installed to create balance, bow rise is minimized, which allows the boat to accelerate with less resistance. From a power standpoint, you'll require less than half the horsepower from the motor to get on plane, resulting in more horsepower for quicker acceleration. The result? Time to plane is significantly reduced, visibility over the bow is increased, and your fuel economy is improved because your motor is pushing the boat forward, not struggling to climb uphill. Once you're on plane, if your boat feels like a bucking bronco, then you're experiencing the phenomenon commonly known as porpoising. Porpoising is the bouncing reaction of the boat's bow rising and falling as you're cruising. To eliminate this annoying and uncomfortable bouncing, there needs to be enough stern lift to hold the bow down. A common remedy to reduce porpoising is to trim the motor down so that the prop angle is facing up to lift the stern and hold the bow down. This is a costly mistake resulting in prop slip, which decreases prop efficiency. You get the maximum efficiency when your prop is perpendicular with the water surface, not at an angle. The key is in stern lift and balance. Let smart tabs lift the stern and control the ride. As you can see from this animation, the tabs retract intuitively in response to changing conditions. Uniquely, the smart tab's actuator resistance can be adjusted so there's no danger of pushing the bow into the water with too much stern lift. Both the port and starboard tabs react independently from one another to keep the boat level at all cruising speeds, eliminating porpoising. Prop slip is reduced, prop efficiency is increased, and your fuel economy is improved automatically. If you're familiar with riding a motorcycle, you know that in order to turn corners, especially at high speeds, the bike will lean in the direction of the turn. The same can happen when turning your boat to port or starboard. As you can see, with smart tabs installed, the left tab deploys, slightly anchoring the turn to port, and the right tab remains horizontal. The same is true in a starboard turn. The right tab deploys and the left remains horizontal. Smart tabs again respond to the boat's condition to maintain a smooth and level ride. The intuitive nature of smart tabs operates similarly when tracking through wakes, waves, or chop. Let's say you enter a wave at a 45-degree angle to starboard. The port smart tab will deploy and the starboard tab will remain horizontal. As you exit the wave, the starboard tab will deploy and the port retracts to keep you level. With smart tabs, you can travel through waves and wakes without having to steer the boat in order to stay on course. Smart tabs respond equally as well in chop. Like a shock absorber on your car absorbing the bumps in the road, the dampened reaction of smart tabs absorb and respond to the rapidly changing conditions of choppy waters. You can see in varying conditions that smart tabs adjust and adapt to whatever you can throw at them. The self-regulating and adjustment variations make smart tabs the perfect solution for all small and medium-sized boats. They react automatically and immediately to boat speeds and sea conditions, weight or load balances, and all directional changes. In addition to increased fuel efficiency, you'll find your boat to be far more enjoyable with smart tabs because they create far less intervention and work on your part. If you own a small or medium-sized boat and you'd like to get more enjoyment out of it with better performance, handling, and economy, then you owe it to yourself to buy and install a set of smart tabs today.
Hi, I'm Dana with Nauticus. Let me ask you some important questions. What if you had more time to catch more fish? What if you never needed to waste time getting ready to troll slow enough to catch those large walleyes, dragging sea anchors, 5-gallon buckets, or blocking the propeller with a trolling plate? What if you could troll at the most productive speed easily and change speed in an instant to quickly hop over to another spot without pulling up the trolling bags or trolling plates?
24.9, I go about 27.1 now with my trim tabs.
Yes, what if you really did have more time to catch more fish? What if you could get to the right fishing spot quicker because your boat accelerated faster and ran smoother in a chop? And what if you could reduce fuel consumption and spend less time at the pump? Remember, having the right tools always makes the job easier and more productive. Is there such a tool? Yes. The answer to all of these what-ifs is the ProTroller Series Smart Tabs.
Nauticus has become best known for their reliable smart tabs. Now you're going to know them for having created the ideal solution to your trolling speed woes. ProTroller functions as two separate products in one. The specially engineered lever allows you to switch ProTrollers between trim tab and the trolling brake position in seconds. If you're going a short distance, just cruise over to the next spot. No bags to pull up and no trolling plates to retract.
Trolling plates restrict your propeller and severely compromise your steering, even at low speeds. ProTrollers dramatically improve your steering and tracking, even at ultra-low speeds, because they give you equal resistance on both sides of the boat. Finally, you control true and straight and focus on fishing rather than constantly correcting your course. As you heard earlier, the ProTrollers are easy to use and durable. Even in the brake position, if you forget to pull them up and take off, you can't damage these.
How effective are they? Without ProTrollers, the minimum trolling speed for this bass boat is 2.3 miles per hour, which is a bit fast for the pros. You can see with the ProTrollers in the brake position, we're able to get down to 1.3 miles per hour with a 40 horsepower Mercury outboard. Most people who invest in ProTrollers are looking for all the benefits we've already discussed. Yet ProTrollers give you more. With ProTrollers deployed as smart tabs, you'll be able to accelerate to plane faster. Let's look at that again in slow motion. You'll notice when both boats shoot out of the hole, the upper boat, which has no ProTrollers, has a high bow rise. The lower boat, which does have ProTrollers, gets onto plane much faster. ProTrollers also eliminate bow rise when you shoot out of a hole. Unlike any other trolling device on the market today, you get all the benefits of Nauticus's ruggedly designed smart tabs, plus being able to deploy the tabs in seconds to a braking position for trolling. So you truly will have more time to catch more fish.
When I bought the boat, I bought it for the performance features that I wanted for fishing, and one of those is trolling slow. When I first looked into getting them, the main thing I was concerned with was that they were the ProTrollers. I could slow my boat down to the speed that I need, for trolling, for fishing. And then as I researched them and found out, well, they offer a lot of benefits to performance, I said, well, this is a no-brainer. Let's get them. And by golly, they, perform better than I thought. They just, exceeded my expectations as to how it would affect, the boat and how it handles.
Now that's a great day on the water. The pros know that in order to catch more fish, they must find the speed that produces the most strikes and control the boat to hold that speed. With ProTrollers, you can finally do just that, and for about the cost of a high-end trolling rod and reel combo. To learn more about ProTrollers, check with your local retailer, visit our website, or call us direct.
Assembling the easy board handle is simple. After removing all of the pieces from the package, place them on a flat surface. Slide the extension over the insert until all of the holes are aligned. Installation is easy. Insert the handle into the rod holder until the locating pin engages, then rotate to lock. To use the 48-inch easy board handle to board from the dock, turn the handle 180 degrees, insert into the rod holder until the locating pin engages, and turn to lock. Assembling the easy cleat is easy. First, remove the end cap from the crossbar. Insert the crossbar into the handle until the holes align, and using a Phillips head screwdriver, screw in the screw and attach both pieces. Now attach the end cap and you're done. To install the Easy Cleat, insert into the rod holder until the locating pin engages and twist to lock. After the Easy Cleat is installed in the rod holder, you're ready to tie down the bumper. I just picked up my new Easy Board kayak handle, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to insert this handle in the kayak to help me get in. Insert the handle into the rod holder, hold on, climb in, remove the handle and stow it away, and I'm on my way. Just got back, ready to exit my kayak. Take the Easy Board handle, insert it into the rod holder, hold on, and step out. The Easy Board handle also assists when entering the kayak from the dock. Grab hold of the handle to balance the boat, climb in, and jump. Exiting the kayak is a cinch. Grab the Easy Board handle, step up, and onto the dock. The Easy Board series also includes the Easy Cleat, which can be used to tie off a bumper and protect your kayak.